Hey, what's up guys? Houston here. And for those of you just finding my YouTube channel, welcome. Please remember to hit that subscribe button and that bell. And for those of you that's been supporting me and following me, salute. And for my faithful patrons, always a double salute. Now, today's video is very interesting because we're going to be talking about Opportune Visa credit cards, okay? And something's interesting about this Visa credit card is because this credit card, check this out. So this credit card, they're saying you don't have to have no ID, okay? They're saying that you don't need a social security number, all right? So they're saying you don't need no credit history, okay? Then they're also saying that you don't need a bank account. Now, for any of you that have ever heard of Opportune or used their services, took out a personal loan or whatever, put a comment below. Let me know what you think about them, okay? But it's just so interesting because I never heard of a credit card or a lender offering a credit card that's so flexible. Now, here's some other things about it. This here credit card, excuse me, this credit card is issued by Web Bank, okay? So it's going to be issued by Web Bank, or it's being issued by Web Bank, I should say. All right, and then it reports to Experian and TransUnion. So if you're a person that has challenging credit and you're trying to rebuild your credit, say your Experian file is weak or your TransUnion file is weak, and you're trying to add more positive trade lines, primary trade lines, then this may be an option for you, okay? Now, here's the thing about it. Granted, here's the thing about it, that in terms of the limits, they start at 300 and max at 1,000, okay? Now, you may say, well, Houston, that's not a lot of money. But there's something else I just told you all. Opportune offers personal loans, okay? And so let me finish this, and I'm going to show you a strategy of what I would do in order to get higher trade lines and to build a stronger relationship so that I can get more funding. Now, that being said, is that your payments on these credit cards, they want you to pay bi-weekly, okay? So you have bi-weekly. And the criteria, you have to show proof of income, proof of address, okay? Now, again, if you don't have no ID, no social, they will accept your passport. So for you guys that don't have a social, no ID, if you have a passport, they're willing to accept that. So I think that's a very good opportunity, especially when trying to help you rebuild your credit, okay? Now, here's what I would do, all right? If I got qualified for the Opportune Visa credit card, I would see if I can get qualified for the Opportune personal loan. Because they're Opportune personal loans, they go from 300 to 10,000, right? So that would be 2 trade lines, but that ain't where I would stop at, because I told you guys, like, you can have a whole lot of revolving credit, primary credit cards on your credit file. However, if you don't have a personal loan or car loan or mortgage or something like that on it, it's going to throw your numbers off, right? And I would also tell you guys, keep this in mind, that when you open up too many new accounts, like you open up 4 or 5 new accounts at one time, some lenders, they look at that and they turn you down also. So you may have a perfect credit score and your inquiries may be low. But if those accounts are, if you have too many accounts open all at one time, they may take that into consideration. Now, in terms of this strategy, this is what I would do, okay? If I got the Opportune Visa credit card, I would apply for the Opportune personal loan as well. And just say that you got $5,000 out of it, okay? So what I would do, so to try to maximize this so that I can get more money, what I would do, I would take that $5,000, okay? And I would probably go like to a auto auction and see if I can buy a vehicle. And then I would put that vehicle like on Toro or something like that. Then I would be generating revenue from Toro, okay? And that revenue will help me pay for this card and this loan, right? Now, also, this car is paid off. Because that's another thing that Toro does, is that they do secured. They do secured title loans. Now, they never said you couldn't have multiple loans with them. But I would buy the car at the auto auction with the $5,000. Then I would try to, again, I would put that on Toro. Then I would take that title and I would get a title loan as well, right? And with that title loan, I would try to buy another vehicle, okay? And put it on another platform, all right? Or use it for Uber, Lyft, or DoorDash or something like that. So that way, you just turned yourself into a business, all right? Even though you don't have the credentials on this side, or you may have the credentials with bad credit and stuff, this will help you. Sorry about that, because I know some people say I'm always in front of the board, but doing this here, just the strategy I told you, applying for the credit card, then applying for the personal loan. Again, if you get approved for a personal loan of $5,000, and I got a few other lenders that you can reach out to that offer loans up to $5,000. As a matter of fact, I'll put a link below for the bad credit loans. But here's what what I would say: take the title loan, and then I would try to get another vehicle to put on Toro. That way you're building some kind of business. Now, it doesn't necessarily have to be Toro. You can buy, use that $5,000 and you can buy mystery boxes from Amazon, from eBay, and sell the products on there to start making money and stuff like that. But I would set up a business. If you have questions on setting up a business, or you have questions on your personal credit, click the link below and set up a consultation with 3-Way Funding. But that's what I would do, all right? Now, once I do that, okay, I have revenue coming in. I have this here trade line reporting. Just say that they gave you the max of 1,000. They give you 5,000 over here, okay? Then, to beef up my credit, especially if I have a thin credit file, okay, I would sign up for extra debit credit card. It's an app on your phone. All banks don't accept it, but you can check and see if your bank can connect with it. But only your debit transactions can actually be reported to the credit bureau through the extra app. Okay, so say that you have a car lender. You're making payments to and stuff like that, just like you do in here. So you're making payments on this auto loan or whatever, or this title loan. So you're making payments on this title loan through your debit card. So now that payment is actually being reported to your file. Okay, if you're paying rent, again, being able to pay the rent, because a lot of people are not aware that paying your rent on time now can help you qualify for a mortgage because of the new FHA rules. All right. But again, here's a couple other credit cards. Again, if you have a challenging credit, or you don't have a lot of credit, or you don't have no credit, these are the credit cards that you may want to consider. You have the Patel. And if you guys ever used any of these credit cards, put a comment below. Let me know if you like them. But they go anywhere from $500. Patel 1 goes anywhere from $500 to $5,000. And then every 6 months they do an increase. Every 6 months they review your file. Now then they have the Patel 2. Now with the Patel 2, it goes anywhere from $500 up to $10,000. Okay? And then you have Jasper. Alright? And with Jasper, they go up to $15,000. Alright? Now, in terms of, like I said, you don't want a whole lot of primary credit cards on your account. And so, for those of you that don't like to use secured cards and stuff like that, this is definitely giving you some leverage here. And especially with this strategy. Okay, because you can use this income to do other things to help start a business or whatever. But here's the thing about it. And I made a video on the Opportune loan. So I put a link to that up here somewhere. So you can actually see that video. But again, having about 3 or 4 trade lines with your Visa, MasterCard, reporting on your credit, then having a loan or 2 on there, that's how you get a strong file. That's how you help yourself into the 700 club. You don't need a whole lot of trade lines to get into the 700 club, so you can get high dollar limits and stuff like that. All right? But this is very important. Now, let me help you understand. When the creditors say that, hey, we don't do a credit check or we do a soft pull, so with Opportune, what they're more likely going to check, they're going to check Clarity because they report to Experian. So Clarity is owned by Experian. Okay, they made CoreLogic. They may check CoreLogic, and they may check Factor Trust, which is owned by TransUnion. All right. So this is very important for you guys to understand. So that way, if you want to check and see if there's anything like you defaulted on credit card loans and stuff like that, in terms of DTI, debt to income ratio, again, some of these lenders, they're going high as, they're going high as 75%. All right. Especially this time of year, it's getting close to the holiday season and stuff like that. A lot of lenders, they're going to be competing, trying to get as much business as they want. So the thing about it is most definitely may be an opportunity for you to start helping rebuild your credit, because it may be much easier for you to get qualified for credit as well. Now another loan I was telling you about, bad credit loan, is IndyLend. And I'll put a link below so you can check them out. But again, this is what you actually want to do in order to get yourself in the 700 club. Alright? And then you can build from there. So, this is Houston with 3-Way Funding. For those of you just finding my YouTube channel, welcome. Please remember to comment, like, and subscribe. Also, I appreciate it if you share the video, but also for those of you that's always supporting me, I truly and I respect your time and everything, and always salute. Thank you.